All right, we are live from the Novak studio, our new broadcasting HQ. Saturday wrap up live with Sir Glen Higgs.
Thank you very much, Billy Drury. Today's subject: are properties selling? Are they sales, or are they not selling their snails?
Yeah,
Billy, let's talk about some sales that have happened in the past 14 days. Take it away.
well, I think the last 14 days, as you say, is really a testimony to the market coming back. Prices starting to really rebound from where they were 6 months ago, and just a surge of buyer activity, which is definitely underpinning. Again, short stock. We've said it before, but it's really starting to become more evident now where that market is sitting.
I think there's a few. Let's talk about it. Probably three sales. One was your one in Miranda Road, Billy. So this property traded for what price?
So this property was an original 2-bedroom apartment, needed a little bit of work, sold for $785,000. But to put this into context for the viewers at home, why this was a great result and certainly set a new block record was a larger property, the exact same layout but top floor, sold 6 weeks earlier for $730,000. So it was an extra $55,000 there.
Now, was this property the one you sold? Was it on realestate.com?
No, it wasn't. It was completely pre-market. It did sit on market from January, and so there was a good 5 months where we were, introducing this property to buyers, but completely off, the social portals. It was just on, just from other open homes and things like that.
Really interesting strategy. So this owner, he didn't want market price 5 months ago, which may have been 700, 720. He wanted 785.
Yeah.
And through keeping the property fresh, not overexposing it, showing through qualified buyers that had missed out on other properties, market moved up. We sold one up the road in Francis Street for 800.
Yep.
We were able to negotiate him 785. The one we sold for 730 on market, big numbers through, and we negotiated 730 on that. They only had a deadline when they wanted to sell.
And it was sold well within deadline, So
yes. Another property, I think, which was interesting the last 14 days was 2 Lewis Street. Billy worked on the auction there with Michael Silich, Sydney's best buyer's agent. Lisa Novak, Sydney's best agent. And that was an auction.
Yeah. So that was a property, again, entry level to Balgala Heights. A price guide of $1.9 million. Astonishing result. Sold at 2.71. I think that goes to show what entry level for Balgala now looks like, and there hadn't been a sale like that in a very long time, so it was quite a difficult property to price.
Yes, and once again you can see different strategy. Something that appeals to a lot of people. Some people might have done a minor renovation on it. For other people that had a higher budget, they might have looked at a complete rebuild, knockdown rebuild.
Yeah.
So an auction was the most transparent and the best strategy for that property. Everyone going had more. I think Glenn needs to stand on a stool. Thank you, Michael Silich. I'm 5'11" and by far the shortest person at Novak. We have a saying that not only are we the best team in DY, we're definitely the tallest. We're definitely the tallest team in DY. Thank you very much. Another sale I managed to do with this charming young fellow next to me, a studio.
Yes, this
across the road in Miranda Road.
One that I wanted to mention because I think you just had such a great result off the database. Tell us more.
Well, that was PMO, pre-market opportunity, and we'd sold a property very similar, same block, different floor plan, and we traded that at 565.
Yep.
We ended up over 580 for this one, all from the database. 14 groups through, over 30 people asked for more information, 300 people viewed the property in 5 days on Novak.com. we get all these numbers, and we ended up selling it unconditional on the market Saturday, unconditional Thursday.
Yeah.
Happy owner, happy buyer, happy tenant.
So tell us, for an owner that's thinking about selling in DY, how would you use the database to get a result within 14 days?
Well, there's a one, we've got to ask the owner, what are you looking to achieve?
Yep.
If you were to say to me, I need the property sold in 14 days, then I would go to the database maybe midweek. I would get some offers on that property and get some sort of data back. Where do we need to sit? What are the buyers saying?
Yep.
And then I'd probably launch that straight to realestate.com. I would run a Saturday, another Wednesday, and then we pretty much know where we are. Yeah.
Well, that's it. The phones don't stop ringing.
We've got a new setup here. We're using the latest iPhone on our camera, and we're out and around the grounds today. We're at the magnificent Wembley
Stadium for the FA Cup final tonight. We'll get to that in just a moment, but that's a bit of a wrap up on the sales for the week. New properties coming to market. You've had a busy day today.
Yeah, I was out. We've got a fantastic 3-bedroom in Narrabeen. Buying a 3-bedroom in Narrabeen is as hard as trying to get a wave at Narrabeen Beach. Very, very, very tight there, very, very localised. But this is a unique property whereby 2 of the bedrooms have ensuite and a bathroom.
Yeah.
Fantastic property
Floor plan.
for maybe that family with some teenagers. They can have their own bathroom. It could even be grown-up kids still at home. Because there's, the other room could be used as a second lounge room. And in Narrabeen, in Lagoon Street, walk to the lake, walk to the B-line, walk to the shops on the high street, walk to the beach. Just fantastic location.
Yeah.
Rentals. Some huge rents.
Massive.
I saw the beautiful and talented Ileana. I'll just get to my phone. She ended up leasing one in DY Beach.
Yep.
Record time, record price, leased in one day for $2,500 per week.
Give us a zoom in a bit. That was a 3-bedroom apartment on the beachfront, and as you said, leased within 24 hours. Awesome result, and I think again goes to show the strength of the rental market at the moment, and certainly always a desire to have a premium property.
So the rental market's an interesting one to touch on. We hear it's very hard to get a rental property, and I think that unfortunately will continue. We're looking at some high immigration levels. Most people, when they come to Australia, unless they're coming out on an investment visa where they may buy a off the plan property that's settling and get in that way, we'll look at renting. So it will be tough. There hasn't been a lot of construction over COVID, and with the high interest rates, that could be deterring some investors as well. Billy, not only is he a fantastic salesman, but he cut his teeth in property management and in leasing. 3 tips, Billy. I'm a tenant. I want to find something. What do I need to do?
I think start looking earlier rather than later at this point. I'm hearing a lot of people at the moment that are feeling the stress of trying to find a property within 2 or 3 weeks, which maybe in a balanced market is no problem. But when there's stock levels that are tight, if you've got the opportunity to give yourself that little bit of extra time, I think start with that. It'll just take the pressure off a little bit.
Yeah.
Communicate that to your landlord or your agency as well. So, for example, we've just sold a property. We try to give them as much notice as we can, and now let that be the time in advance that you can use to your benefit. Don't do it too last minute.
I think also to have everything in place. If you need references, pay slips, tenant ledgers, make that really concise, clear, off application concise and clear, and be upfront. Look, we're looking to lease something.
Yeah.
Ileana's fantastic. I had a friend there did the property, rang Monday when we're seeing all the properties. Every agent in Novak there's no one else that does it anymore. This is, even though, Lisa won an award for innovation, most innovating woman in real estate, we do some old-fashioned stuff. We wear suits, we wear ties, we wear name banners, we practice good manners. But we go and see everyone's property on a Monday on Caravan.
Yep.
I got a ring. We're out looking at all these new properties. Guy said, hey, friend of mine, daughter needs something quick. Won't go into why, but it was quick. And it was, a good person, essential worker, and we were able to find her something that morning.
Awesome.
Across the road.
Love it.
So came in, saw Illy, chatted to her. Hey, I've got something across the road. Illy ran, got the keys, took her through and signed a lease within an hour. No waiting for Wednesday, no waiting for next Saturday when we can open it. We've got to see all these applications. They're all stacked up. So if you can find an advocate like Lily, you're in good hands.
You're in good hands.
Now, talking about new properties, Billy's been a little bit modest. Rumour is you've got a cracker on the Amalfi Coast.
The Amalfi Coast up in Alambi. It's actually featuring as a Sunday special tomorrow, so it'll be back open for a Sunday inspection at 11 o'clock. But anyone looking for an entry-level home into one of the Northern Beaches' most desirable and convenient suburbs, Alambi Heights is the answer you've been looking for. 15 Smith Avenue. 15 Smith
Avenue. How many bedrooms, Billy?
3 beds, renovated, open plan floor plan upstairs, and then you've got the option to do more accommodation downstairs.
And aspect, where are you looking? It's got a nice big
northeast, views out to Manly. Yep, can't wait to show the team through on Monday.
Yeah, so look, this is pre-market. We used to say beat the market by pre-market. So you can get in there. There's a smaller buyer group. Sometimes you pay a little bit more for the opportunity to compete against a smaller group. So there's some real benefits to get in, have a look, make yourself known to Billy.
Yeah, I'd love to show you through.
And Sunday specials showing on Sunday. Now, Billy.
The question we all want to know, what is Glen Higgs doing this week?
Well, my family's away. My daughter's in El Salvador this weekend. She's surfing in the World Championships, and then she's back to Thailand and back to Bali, and then off to the Maldives. So I'll be home alone for about 6 weeks. But unlike the movie, no adventures, Billy. We'll just be cooking up some meals and ironing my shirts. And I'll be watching a lot of rugby league. So I'll be very happy. But Billy, the fans always want to know what's a young man about town up to.
Well, the people are starting to walk into the stadium. I'll be tuning in for tonight's 12 p.m. kickoff to watch the hopefully Man United squash City in the FA Cup final.
So is it Man United and Man City, or?
Yeah, it's almost a derby final. Really exciting. We haven't won many games this season.
Who are you on?
I'm the Reds. I'm the Man United tonight. So we haven't won many games this season. I'm hoping we can make.
And you're watching it with a friend? Is he Man City?
No, we're all on the same team tonight, Man United. So be enjoying a nice curry beforehand.
And this is on free to air or just cable TV?
No, we're going to go to the RSL to watch it. I think you've got to go out. Unless you've got it on some special Foxtel or something.
Oh, okay.
So, it'll be good.
12 o'clock, Billy. Nothing good happens after 11 o'clock. Are you sure you should be out that late?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right. So have a look out for Smith Street with Billy, Lagoon Street with myself. Also, for those that are interested in commercial, Mark and Stev, they're the leading agents in commercial on the beaches. They've got the glass factory just across the road from us, O'Brien Glass. That one's going really well. So if you're looking for a big commercial premise right in the heart of Drury, this is on Pittwater Road, owned by one family for over 70 years. They couldn't part with it over all that time. Time's come and they're selling it. Click on no.com. Have a look at our website. Fantastic properties. I think we've got about 17 residential properties on the market at the moment. Most of them are pre-market. Great opportunity. buy pre-market, beat the market.
That's the message from today. We've got something for everyone. Get on there, have a talk with the team, and